We search for love like it's something outside of us, as if the missing part of our heart is hiding in someone else's eyes. But what if the love you seek is the love you've been afraid to give yourself? You learn to withhold. You learn to survive, to trade authenticity for approval. You learned that being too much was dangerous, that being soft made you vulnerable, and that needing anything made you a burden. So you silenced your needs, dismissed your desires. You became the caretaker, the achiever, the strong one. But beneath all of it, there's still the question: when is it my turn to be loved? You carry the echo of old lessons, the ones that told you love is earned, that you have to be good enough, quiet enough, grateful enough, that to be chosen, you must first disappear. And yet, love was never meant to be a reward. It's not given when you shrink. It flows when you return. Return to your body, return to your feelings, return to the parts you left behind to be safe. The nervous system remembers, even when the mind forgets. The tight chest, the clenched jaw, the avoidance of eye contact, the panic when someone gets too close, the freeze when someone leaves. All of it is memory. All of it is truth. There is no healing without honesty, no peace without grief, no return without release. You do not need to become lovable. You already are, but you must unlearn what made you believe otherwise. There is a child inside of you who still waits, who still wonders what they did wrong, who still believes that if they can just be better, someone will stay. That child needs you now, not your judgment, not your discipline, not your rejection, your love. Sit with them, let them cry, let them rage, let them tell you how much it hurt to be abandoned, overlooked, misunderstood. Then hold them. Tell them you're not going anywhere, that this time, someone will choose them, and that someone is you. This is how we break the cycle. This is how we stop bleeding out our worth into the hands of people who never learned to hold it. You were not born to beg. You were not born to convince someone of your value. You were born to be seen, loved, cherished, just as you are. And even if no one ever did, you can start now. It is not too late. The timeline of healing does not expire. There is no age where you become unworthy of care. Let this moment be the beginning. The moment you chose to believe you are worth the gentleness you give to others. The moment you stopped running from yourself and started listening. The love you seek is not a fantasy. It is the most real thing you've ever known. And it has lived in you all along. Quietly, waiting for your return. You keep asking why they left. Why they didn't choose you. Why it always ends in silence. But the truth is, you keep offering yourself to people who are mirrors of your own abandonment. Not because you deserve pain, but because it feels familiar. You chase the same story, hoping for a different ending. Hoping that this time, if you just love hard enough, stay long enough, sacrifice enough, they'll finally stay. But love built on fear of loss isn't love. It's captivity. It's walking on eggshells with your own heart. It's calling emotional hunger intimacy. It's reliving your wounds and calling it fate. Healing begins when you stop trying to earn love and start asking where you learned you had to. It begins when you see the pattern and don't shame yourself for it, but choose differently. Slowly, gently, you've learned to survive in the storm. But surviving is not the same as living. And it's not your fault you weren't taught how to receive love. But it is your responsibility now to teach yourself. Start with the smallest things. Let yourself rest without guilt. Feed yourself with care. Let the phone ring. Let the dishes sit. Let the silence in. You are not here to perform. You are here to exist fully. Grief will come too. You'll grieve the years you spent waiting, the people you tried to save, the parts of yourself you ignored to keep someone else comfortable. That grief is sacred. Don't rush it. It's how you come home. You might feel like no one sees you, but visibility starts within. The more you honor your own experience, the less you tolerate disappearing. You are allowed to want more. Not just more from others, but more within yourself. More peace, more presence, more truth, and not just the gentle truth. The sharp ones too. The ones that say, I was loyal to people who were careless with me. The ones that say, I was afraid of being alone, so I kept people who made me feel lonelier. You are not weak for wanting love, but you are powerful when you stop begging for it. No one is coming to rescue you. But that's not a tragedy. That's the gift. Because when you realize you are the one you've been waiting for, everything changes. The moment you stop outsourcing your worth, you become dangerous to every system that taught you to stay small. You don't have to be healed to be whole. You don't have to be perfect to be lovable. You don't have to be fearless to be brave. You just have to begin. Begin again. Begin with a whisper. Begin with a breath. Begin with a promise to never abandon yourself again. The rest will follow. There will be mornings when the ache returns. When you wake up with the weight of memories pressing against your ribs. When the silence feels louder than any voice. Don't run from it. Sit with it, let it speak. Let it move through you. You are not broken for feeling deeply. You are alive. Let the sadness rise and fall like a tide. Let the old fears come and go like passing weather. You do not need to fix yourself. You need only to witness, to stay present, to keep breathing. Not everything that hurts is meant to be avoided. Some pain is sacred, some grief is cleansing, some endings are invitations. You may not feel strong, but you are. Not because you are untouched by suffering, but because you allow yourself to feel it without turning to stone. Strength is not the absence of pain. It is the presence of heart, the courage to stay open, even when it would be easier to close. You don't need a map. You don't need a timeline. You need only one step, and then another. The path reveals itself in motion. And if today you can't take a step, that's okay too. Rest is part of the journey. Stillness is not failure. It is a quiet kind of forward. Trust this. Trust yourself. You are not late. You are not lost. You are becoming.